The Get Rich Slow Club podcast is a collaboration between Tash Etchman from Tash Invest and Anna Christina from Perla. The Get Rich Slow Club acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land we record on. From coast to coast, across land, waters, and communities, we pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Any advice is general and does not consider your financial situation, needs, or objectives, so consider whether it's appropriate for you.
Welcome to the Get Rich Slow Club podcast,
where we take you from beginner to confident investor.
where we can teach you everything you need to know about investing.
So come get rich slow with us.
Today we have a bit of a different but really fun episode. I've been wanting to do Am I the Asshole Money versions for a little while. So I've got Kobe here with me to talk about some fun dilemmas. We did an episode just before on first home buyers and what to do when you're seeing a mortgage broker. So go have a listen to that if you haven't already. Before we get into our dilemmas, what's your money win or loss of the week?
Oh, money win, but more from like a value perspective. My partner and I are moving house next week and we have decided to go with movers, and the cost of them actually ends up being far better than if we were to just hire a truck and do it ourselves and take a lot longer.
How much are the movers?
It's about $1,000.
Okay.
And we're moving about a 45-minute drive away, so they take into account like the travel charge. But if they can do that in like 5 hours and we just have to pack up everything, but they do it all rather than us hire a truck, pack, try and do it, probably do multiple trips. So worth the cost. It's
Multiple trips as well. If it's 45 minutes away, that's like an hour and a half.
Because we're not Tetris masters. We would not know how to stack it. Just from last time we moved, we are not good at that. No. So yeah.
I find it so stressful trying not to scratch things or drop things, and it's just like uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then you get a bit grumpy.
Yes.
And it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Last time I moved something myself, my finger got trapped between like the lift and the washing machine.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was not very happy about that. But then you can't like drop it. You're still awkwardly holding it.
Oh, Tash.
Yeah. Not fun. I think it's worth $1,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much was hiring a truck, or would that have been?
It's around $350 for the day.
Okay.
But then you pay for petrol as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's also like our time. Like how long would it take us? And like taking a day off work and all of those things.
So it's like $600-ish more.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it sound pretty worth it.
But for like less stress.
Yeah.
So worth it.
And not breaking things.
Yeah.
And not ruining your rental on the way out either.
Yeah.
Because like it's so hard not to scratch walls.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be worth it.
For me. My granddad refuses to pay people to help him with stuff, and he is like 87 now.
Oh my God.
One time we went over and he was like trying to take a treadmill upstairs. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. Worth paying people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even
No
like an
injuries,
air
thank you.
tasker, something.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
My money loss is I saw that there was a code to get 10% off Virgin flights.
Yeah.
And I fly with Virgin quite often.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, I'm going to book it and save, but I forgot to use the code.
No.
Yeah. And they were $600 flights, so I would have saved $60.
That adds up.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I like screenshot the code.
Yeah.
Just forgot when I
Just
did it
forgot
because
to
I was on
do it.
autopilot. Yeah.
Can you message them? Do you reckon they'd like?
Oh, I don't think so. It's like outside of the time now that you can use it. It's like a 4-day promotion or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also
That sucks.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try, but I don't think they'll take my email nicely.
No,
Hey,
probably not.
give me a
You'll
discount.
remember it for next time though.
Yes. I spend so much time looking for deals and discounts.
Yeah.
So when I don't use them, I'm like, oh, what a waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Do you want to do your dilemma first?
Oh yeah. Am I the asshole for not giving my sister a house deposit? I've been doing really well with money lately. I don't want to brag, but I won a bunch of money and I had a massive bonus too. I'm really fortunate to be up around $300,000, which is huge and I'm so grateful. But now I'm in a bit of a family dilemma. My sister, who's a single mum, found out about my wins and she's asked me for $25,000 to help with a down payment on a new house. She's been struggling a bit, which I totally get. Now, I love my sister and I've supported her in the past, but the thing is, after I paid for her college, she barely even said thanks. Felt like she just expected it and that doesn't sit right with me. So, am I the asshole for not wanting to give her $25,000 for her house?
Oh, what a journey.
Yeah.
Initially I was like, no, but then I heard it was $300,000. That's such a hard one.
And they've already paid and assisted to go through college as well.
And college is expensive.
Yes, my understanding.
What do you think?
That's a really hard one.
Yeah.
I feel like family and money doesn't often mix well and people get a bit funny talking about finances. I'm not sure where I sit with this right now.
I think it's like interesting. It says like the spreadsheety answer where you're like, is it worth giving her the $25,000? What could I do with that money? Do I have plans for it?
Yeah.
Could she like pay me back? Is there some kind of like repayment system?
Yeah.
But then there's like the relationship answer. Like, do you want a relationship with your sister?
Yes.
Is this going to cause really huge problems?
Yes. If she never paid it back or
like she hated you for not lending it to her. Like $25,000 out of $300,000 isn't actually that much, especially if you've just won it.
Yes.
If you have like a huge plan for it, like you're starting a business or you're buying your own house or like something like that, then maybe not. But I guess it just depends how close you are with your sister.
Yeah. And then like, are there other siblings?
Yeah.
Would then your parents expect it? Like there's probably a few other things to think about there.
And can you have a conversation around her not being thankful?
Yes.
Like maybe she hasn't realized that she hasn't been thankful. Maybe there's something else going on, but maybe sitting down and being like, this is what I'm feeling. I know these conversations are so hard, but being like, I've given you this money. I felt like you were a bit, don't say ungrateful, but I didn't feel as appreciated. Yeah. I'm not sure about giving you this money.
Yeah. And and like thinking too, like they've already paid for something for his sister, her sister, whoever it is. Like that's a big thing to, I think, pay for college, just from my understanding of how the American system works. And like they don't necessarily have like a HEX like what we do where they can pay back.
Private loans.
Yeah. So that sounds like it could have been a big payment already.
Yeah, it could have been 30, 40, even more, 100 grand.
Yeah. It's a lot of money. But do you love your sister? Like if that was my sister, I love my sister, I probably would do that.
Yeah. I don't get along with my sister too well, but I would probably do it anyway just to like keep the peace, but be like very, not strategic, but very like upfront about it and be like, here's the amount. Can you pay, I don't know, half of it back or something like that? This is their repayment schedule or something, and just have an open conversation. Or be the bigger person and be like, she's struggling. Maybe she's embarrassed and that's why she doesn't want to say thank you. Maybe she like, feels bad that she needs to borrow money. So like I'm going to see it from her perspective, but keep the peace or keep 25 grand. I think relationships are worth more than 25,000.
Absolutely.
That was a good one.
That was.
So in summary, maybe.
Maybe, depending on your relationship.
Not the asshole though.
Yeah.
Just like,
not the asshole, I don't think.
I think people just aren't very good at talking about money. So worth having a conversation.
Yeah. Particularly family. Terrible with it.
I think we can get a bit stuck though is if you lend the money and you haven't been really clear about what's going to happen from there. Like if some person doesn't expect they need to pay it back, but you're expecting them to pay it back, like being really clear about what's going to happen from there. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for not sharing the money I made selling the stocks I inherited when my sister made a lot less selling the stocks she inherited? Interesting. Initially, I was like, from that title, like maybe you should have shared it with her, but then I read some more. My sister and I each got some stocks from our grandma as an inheritance when she died. I decided to sell all mine and keep the money in a savings account. My sister decided to keep hers as they were still steadily going up in value. When they went down severely, my sister panicked and sold them all. Yeah.
Ooh.
Now she's asking if we can pull the money we got from selling and split it equally because I got so much more than her and she really needs the money now. As it stands, the money I have from selling is around 3 times more money than the money she has gotten from selling. I really don't feel like I should have to give away a big chunk of mine though.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah.
But she sold them because they were going down. I wonder if she had the understanding of like how stocks work and how it can go up and down and you're better off to hold them.
This kind of like brought up a few other things for me. Like when you get if you get an inheritance, you should definitely go and see a financial advisor.
Absolutely.
I know it can be a bit of like a stressful time. And if you haven't learned about investing and all of a sudden you've got this huge amount invested, and some people get like, they don't get ETFs, they'll get like 100,000 in Telstra or something. Yeah, like worth going to get advice on that. God, in terms of sharing though.
I don't think they're an arsehole.
No. Because like they've sold theirs and they've made up their mind. And if the sister didn't come to him or them and say like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Like if they weren't part of the decision, then it's not up to them to make up for it.
Yeah. I think like starting from the beginning though, there probably needs to be some education. Like you said, like get some advice once you inherit something like this so you can understand what it means if you keep it, sell it, because there's probably like tax implications and a few other things as well. But I don't think they're an asshole.
No. That's hard though, because again, it's like the family relationship thing too. But I think, if they like weren't discussing it with you, then that sucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck.
Damn.
I kind of laughed at this one, but I think it's so relevant. My flatmate broke my blender. Am I the asshole for thinking she should buy me a new one? My flatmate used my hand blender 2 days ago and broke it. She's allowed to use it, obviously, but I always assumed that if you break something, you pay for it. Nonetheless, she only said, "I'm sorry for you." Yeah. As if this just happened to me and it was not her fault. And she did not volunteer to try and call customer support or try to fix it in some way. To buy another one would cost me 100 quid. Should I bring this matter to her attention? Am I the arsehole for thinking she should buy me a new one?
Absolutely not.
It's...
I'm with the poster on this. Like,
how does she break it though? I think that's key. Like, is it broken because it's old or is it broken because she tried to blend something that shouldn't have been blended?
But she broke it.
Yeah.
Regardless. I mean, actually, yes, now that you say that, if it's like an age thing, like if it's 10 years old and on its last legs, like, sure, maybe you would think, oh, I was going to replace that at some point anyway. Yeah. But if it was, she was blending something she shouldn't have, stuffed it up. Like, if that was me, I'd be replacing something that I broke.
Yeah, especially if it sounds expensive, like 100, that's like $200 Australian.
Yeah.
It's like pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do that.
Yeah.
I think so.
Squidward currencies. Quid.
Yeah.
No, pounds.
Yeah.
So let's say, $200. It's like a fancy blender.
Yes.
I would, I guess it depends, How old is it? Mm-hmm. Was it already broken?
Mm-hmm. How often does she use it?
Yeah. Like, if she just used it 2 days in a row and that was it.
Yeah. Like that would just be bad luck.
Yeah.
She used it once.
It's hard when they're not trying to help, I guess. Like if it was like, oh, this is what happened. Let's try and like work together as a team. Like I'll call or something instead of just being like, oh, it's not mine.
No, just like, sorry. Here you go. Take it back. Yeah. Oh gosh.
This is so hard living with housemates or other people and having stuff that is yours.
Yes.
My boyfriend uses my Dyson Airwrap a lot more than me these days.
No.
Yeah. He likes to dry his hair every morning and I don't dry my hair that often.
Yeah.
And I found this, like I was thinking about this recently. I was like, if this breaks, is this like his responsibility now? Because he's used it for like a year and I haven't really.
Surely.
But not because it's mine. Yeah.
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 But I suppose too, like once you, I mean, it depends on like relationships and everything, but like once you're living together, like with a partner, like I would say anything that breaks in our household, even if I bought it, say my partner broke it, he can pay to replace that. Yeah.
I get a bit petty sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like things are uneven now. I guess it depends like that as well, like what dynamic is going on.
Yes.
Like do you feel like you're contributing more and she's not? Like what's going on there too?
Yeah, like if you've furnished a whole place or bought everything then and someone else comes in and uses it and breaks it, then they can.
Or if it's like part of your something you really like if someone broke my Nutribullet, I'd be a bit upset, especially if it was like they were trying to blend something really thick and it was getting all smoky because sometimes you can smell it like burning. Like
I did that with my partners.
Oh.
Yeah. And I did buy a new one.
Okay, yeah.
I tried it's making protein balls actually. And I thought I cut the dates up small enough, but no, it full smoky and sparking and I throw it out.
Well,
yeah.
I really want one of those like Boost Juice ones that just efficiently blend stuff. That would be amazing. Industrial blender.
Yeah. Christmas present.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be so expensive.
Imagine.
I want a Boost Juice blender.
Yeah.
And, like drilled into my counter. Yeah.
Oh, why not?
No. I think, it like goes back to relationships again. Like if you want to get along with someone, like you should try and own up to your mistakes and be part of it and be like, let's go halves. I don't know.
Agreed.
Like that. Yeah. Oh, so hard.
But moral of the story, probably not an asshole.
No. You can be annoyed. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unless it was going to break anyway.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, this was fun.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me. Everyone should definitely go listen to your last episode we did together all about first home buyers. If you have any dilemma stories, please send them to me because this was kind of fun. I want some like Australian specific ones.
Yes.
And this is a very new type of episode, so let me know if you've got any feedback. But thank you for joining me.
Thanks.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you found this episode helpful, please rate us 5 stars, write a review, or share with a friend. If you're new to investing, make sure to listen to our first 10 episodes. Follow us at Get Rich Slow Club or Tash at Tash Invests or me at Ana Cristina.
This show was brought to you by Natasha Etchman, who is an authorised representative 1299881 of Guideway Financial Services, AFSL 420367, and Perla, who is an authorised representative 1281540 of Sanlam Private Wealth, AFSL 337927. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to investing, so make sure you check out our financial services guides and read the product disclosure statement and target market determination for any investments you're considering. See our show notes for more info.